Today we are going to learn about the Pythagorean theorem. But first I'm going to show you a problem from the Marvel universe where knowing this theorem is key for solving it. Let's see. Imagine that in the Marvel universe, Captain America is fighting two Hydra soldiers, and he decides to throw his shield to attack them. The shield's trajectory is a right triangle that has three natural consecutive numbers as the length of its sides. How much distance did the shield travel? Okay, we're going to start by describing in natural language what the Pythagorean theorem is. The Pythagorean theorem is a specific relation between the sides of a right triangle. Do you remember what is a right triangle? Right triangles are triangles that have a 90-degree angle, or also called right angles. We can show with a protractor that in fact these triangles have a 90-degree angle. Now, what is the specific relation between the sides? To understand this relation, first we will identify the sides of a right triangle with some particular names. The sides that form the 90-degree angle are called legs. The remaining side, also the biggest one, is called hypotenuse. We will denote the length of the legs with the letter A and B, and the length of the hypotenuse with the letter C. The specific relation I told you before is the following. For any right triangle, the sum of the squared legs is equal to the hypotenuse squared. This equation is the Pythagorean theorem and is true for any right triangle you can create. So let's see an example. We will draw a right triangle and measure its legs and hypotenuse. Let's confirm if the Pythagorean theorem holds. This leg has a length of 6, the other one has a length of 8, and the hypotenuse has a length of 10. The left side of our Pythagorean theorem equation is 6 squared plus 8 squared, and it should be equal to 10 squared. So let's see, the left side is 36 plus 64, and the right side is 100. 36 plus 64 is 100, and is equal to the right side. So for this example, the theorem holds. In fact, no matter what right triangle you construct, the theorem will always hold. That's why it's a theorem. One last thing we need to know to solve our Marvel Universe problem are the Pythagorean triples. These are three positive integer numbers that satisfy the Pythagorean theorem. For example, from our previous example, we know that 6, 8, and 10 are three integer numbers that satisfy the theorem. But that's just one triple. There are infinite more. 3, 4, and 5 is one, 5, 12, and 13 another one, 7, 24, and 25, and so on. Knowing some Pythagorean triples is a quick way of solving some Pythagorean theorem problems, like our Marvel Universe problem. Now we are ready to solve it. For this problem, the trajectory of the shield was a right triangle, with legs x and x plus 1, and hypotenuse x plus 2. These are all integers. One way of solving this problem is to write the Pythagorean theorem. The first leg squared plus the second one squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. This is a quadratic equation with x as the known value. Since we haven't talked about quadratic equation, we won't do it this way. The second way is using Pythagorean triples. From the problem, we know that the sides of the triangle are consecutive numbers. We can look for consecutive numbers in the list of Pythagorean triples. The only triples that are consecutive numbers is the 3, 4, and 5. So our right triangle has 3, 4, and 5 as its sides. Now we are almost done. The question was, how much distance did the shield travel? Well, it traveled the sum of its sides, which is 12. For the last part of this video, we are going to do one problem from the worksheet I handed to you in class. Okay, so let's read the instructions. For each triangle, find the missing length. Round your answer to the nearest tenth, then find the area and the perimeter. For this video, I'm just going to find the missing length. You will have to find the area and perimeter of the triangle. Okay, so I'll do the first one. In this right triangle, we don't know the length of this leg. Using the Pythagorean theorem, we know that the first leg squared, 17 squared, plus the second one, x squared, has to be equal to the hypotenuse squared, or 19 squared. We solve 17 squared and 19 squared. We leave x squared alone in the left side while we subtract the other two numbers. Then we apply the square root, so x is equal to the square root of 72. that is equal to 6 square root of 2. So the missing length of the leg is 6 square root of 2. And that's all for this video. Thank you, bye!